Hi, this is Samir for thinkdigit.com, and today we're going to take a look at the Zync Z1000. Up till now, if you were looking to pick up a budget tablet, they'd be around the 7-inch screen size mark. We have seen the Micromax Funbook Pro, which goes all the way up to 10.1 inches. The Zync Z1000, however, has a display size of 9.7 inches, making it the same size as an iPad. If you hold an iPad right in front of the device, you'll see that the dimensions are nearly about the same. Not in thickness though, the iPad is of course a lot thinner than the Zync tablet. Its screen real estate and form factor is quite similar nonetheless. With the design of the tablet, it's pretty generic. The front of the device has no physical buttons because it runs Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich. You have the back, home and multitasking buttons right in front of you. The front has the front-facing camera as well for video chatting on the top right corner. In terms of its connectivity, you have the headphones jack, the micro USB port, a card slot, HDMI out, charging port and the on-off switch, neatly laid out as we've come to know from a lot of tablets. This, however, has a SIM card slot as well, which rests above the HDMI port. It is slightly inconvenient to get your SIM in and out because the port isn't the most conveniently located. But more than that, there is no indication as to which way your SIM card is supposed to be facing while you put it in, so you might just get it in wrong the first time. The rear has a 2 megapixel camera which you can forget about almost instantaneously. The top of the device has a back button and the volume rocker. The back button is essentially quite useless considering you can navigate through the on-screen touch buttons of ice cream sandwich directly. Its presence, however, is no hindrance. Overall, the build of the device is quite nice. It is a little heavy, so one-hand operation may not be that easy if you aren't used to carrying a heavy tablet around, but it has good weight to it and doesn't feel very hollow, so the entire build of the device is quite good considering the price point that you pay for it. So straight out of the box, the Zync Z1000 runs on Android 4.0.4 ice cream sandwich, which is nice, and the website claims that the device will be upgradable to Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. There are very few budget tablets that we've seen that can be upgraded to Jelly Bean, and we've seen the Wicked Leak Whammy Desire, which is a 7-inch tablet running Jelly Bean straight out of the box. In terms of the user interface, there is a very light skin. It's almost negligible, and most new users who aren't Android fanatics won't know the difference. It's basically stock Android most of the way, and the user interface is quite easy for anyone familiar with any Android device. In terms of the specifications under the hood, the Zync Z1000 is powered by 1.5 GHz processor, has 1 GB of RAM. The 9.7-inch display has a resolution of 1024 by 768, which is better than the Micromax Funbook Pro. The Micromax Funbook Pro has a 10.1-inch display with a resolution of 1024 by 600. The Z1000 also boasts of 8 GB built-in storage, expandable up to 32 GB via microSD card slot. Its specifications seem standard to what you pay in this price range. In terms of its performance, the display is plagued with the same problems that we have with other budget tablets. The black levels aren't the best, viewing angles can be a bit off, but this tablet has some really good representation of colors and videos. They look rich and vibrant, and it's really nice to watch an MKV, MOV file all ran on them very smoothly. The disadvantage of videos is the aspect ratio of the screen, which is 4:3. With a 4:3 aspect ratio, you'll see more black bars at the top and the bottom of the video, so you're wasting a bit of screen real estate, which isn't the best. However, the aspect ratio is really nice for running the apps and games. In terms of its benchmark performance, however, it was at par with the Micromax Funbook Pro, so essentially considering the power under the hood, their raw performance is about the same. Another advantage of the device, like we mentioned earlier, is that it can house a SIM card slot, which means that you can send text messages, use apps such as WhatsApp, and even make phone calls from the device. Now, of course, it doesn't come with a microphone, so you'll be using the loudspeaker in public, or we'd recommend to use a headset along with the device. One of the best features of the device is its battery. It has a 7000 mAh battery which is capable of lasting 6 hours on our continuous video playback test. The battery life of the device is really good when compared to the other tablets in the same price range that we've checked. The screen overall, like we mentioned before, is really nice because it has the higher resolution, and reading text on it, playing games is a real smooth experience. There's really nothing wrong with it unless you're going to sit in direct sunlight with the device. For the bottom line, we can say that with the plethora of 7-inch tablets there, the consumer is really spoiled for choice. But if you're looking for a device with a bigger screen, you can consider the Zync Z1000. It costs approximately 10,000 rupees, has a really good battery life, and in its overall performance we found it a little better than the Micromax Funbook Pro. The availability of a SIM card slot too can be considered as an added advantage. If you're in the market to drop 10,000 rupees on a new tablet, you can definitely consider the Zync Z1000.